Hello and welcome in. I'm so happy you're here, and today I've felt so called to really speak about the soul's path and how valuable it is to remember that your soul will always be there to guide you. It's here, it's in you, it's with you, it's reflecting itself to you through life. It's always here holding you. And at the same time, you aren't always going to get the entire path. And sometimes that can truly feel so frustrating because you want to know where you're going. You have this feeling, you know that you're being guided, you know that you want to do something, and you know that you're being guided to a specific embodiment of something within yourself, which will then express out as what you do. And it can be so tempting to or want to figure out the whole path, to want to figure out where you're going, what you're doing, how you're doing it. And sometimes the soul will literally give you just the next best step. Sometimes you will get a download of the entire plan and where you're headed so that you have that vision. And often that's why you do receive a vision of something. However, you're not going to know the whole picture. It's like when you go on a holiday and you have the vision of where you're going and you know a little bit about the area, maybe you've booked some trips, but you're not really going to know what that experience will be like until you get there, until you step off the plane or out of the car and you start to familiarize yourself with the surroundings. You start to get a feel for what it's like to be there. You start to really embody and bring your energy into that space and feel more and more centered in the area, in where you're visiting. And then you start to get into a little bit of a flow and you start to get a little bit of a feel for the place and what you'd like to do and where you'd like to go. But you couldn't have thought of any of that while you were back home. While you were back home, your main thing was booking the flight or the trip and putting it in your calendar. And although the soul doesn't really work and is in a way on 3D time of you've got to achieve X by this date, the soul wants you to have this adventure here of awakening more and more to your essence. And that is the soul's journey. You didn't come here to go through a realm where we forget everything, to then start to remember everything, to suddenly wake up one day and you know everything and you're fully embodied as a soul. You wouldn't really be on the path of discovery, of remembrance, of that journey of understanding and uncovering and reconnecting, which is part of what this human realm is here for. We came here to forget so we could remember. You literally created and orchestrated your divine path and came here with the knowing that you would forget it so that you could have the experience and the experiences in your life of remembering, of reconnecting, of having these moments of awakening where all of a sudden you just have this realization just drop in and you remember something and you realize, how could I not have seen that? How could I not have felt this before? But if you really feel into that, that gives you so much joy and lushness to this experience of life, of being able to come to a realm where you have this felt sense of remembering that is so joyful to the soul. And it's like uncovering this clue in your path that it gets to turn into this game of remembrance and reconnection. When you get, and then you get to this point where suddenly the pieces start coming together, and it starts to happen faster and more that you have these remembrance moments. And it is so precious and so sacred for your own experience and your own story and journey here to really relish in those moments, to really feel them and honor them as sacred moments of your own soul remembrance and your soul connection. Because as you do that, what you're also doing is you're embodying more and more of your essence, and you're letting it come here and play and anchor into your being and enjoy this experience that you're on. And right now we are going through such a shift in consciousness, such a mass awakening. And what the earth is asking for, what this reality field collectively is asking for, is for you to truly anchor in more and more to your soul, to become a vessel for your soul to fully land here and embody here, and for you to follow the sparks of light that are on your heart, that are leading you along your path. Not with pressure of I need to figure it out, I need to know who I'm here to be, I need to know what I'm here to do, but in full surrender and trust that as you follow those sparks, as you follow the messages from your soul, as you allow yourself to be a clear vessel for your soul and for the divine to flow through, that you will be guided to exactly where you are meant to be and who you are becoming as you go along that path. And all you need is the next best step and the vision that you have in your mind of who it is that your soul is calling you into. And if you haven't fully landed on that, that's okay. It will come, but even just setting the intention of, I'm here. I'm willing to follow the path of my soul. I'm willing to let my soul land fully in my body. I'm choosing to align with my soul and follow my true soul's path. Show me what I need to know. That in itself is such a potent declaration that will start to unlock in your life, in your heart, exactly what you need to align with your divine path and to align with your soul's path, to align with the lived expression of who you are, which is your purpose, the embodiment of your soul essence, of who you truly are. And you'll start to see things in your life pop up, books that it might just capture your attention, someone that you hear online and you think, I'm really interested in what they have to say. I want to be more in their frequency, in their energy. Ideas that just start to land, or people that you start to feel pulled towards, places you start to feel pulled towards, ideas or energies within yourself that you start to feel pulled towards. That is like the little sparks and inklings of light, flickers of light that are guiding you into the path that you're here to live and more of who you truly are. Because what that reveals to you is more of your true essence. And you giving yourself permission to let that light come alive more and more in you, to spark that light and to trust it, to surrender to it, to let your soul guide you and to let yourself become more and more of who it guides you into being and the energies that it guides you to. That is you fulfilling your soul's journey here. That is you living your soul's journey, and that is you allowing yourself to go through the process of soul remembrance, of soul reconnection and soul alignment with your heart, with your true self, and being and becoming your highest expression. And it is so sacred and so precious. So I hope this landed for you. I would love to hear how this felt for you, what you got from this, and feel free to subscribe if you would like to hear more of this. I'm so happy to have you here, and I'm sending you so much love.